Greg Flewelling from Growmore. Today we're going to talk about some of our wildcrafting we do. We farm in Indiantown, Florida. It's in the southern part of Florida. And we have about 2,700 acres that we farm and we raise cattle on. Today I'm talking about wild cherry in particular. This is a native plant that is wild all over Florida. It's real important. We use the berry itself. We dry this in our commercial dryers and we make powder. This is a huge thing that we use in a lot of our teas and supplements. This is how we get a lot of our vitamin C, and it's really a great antioxidant, usually when things are red. Let me show you the plant a little bit. Now this plant has had no herbicides, no pesticides. This plant has chosen to live here. This particular tree is probably about 35 years old. I have about 60 of them on the ranch. This is actually where I live, on this ranch. But these are wild cherries. This time of year, you can see I picked a few earlier. You have to kind of hunt for them. Now, these aren't commercial cherries. They almost look like little lanterns, you know, like if you were going to be looking at a Halloween party. But this is one of the things that we use for our vitamin C. It's a real secret weapon. We're able to get these, dry these, and put them in our product, usually within 48 hours to 72 hours. And the neat thing about this, they're fresh. Anything else, usually when people buy organic or they buy this or that and they get something to bring in vitamin C, they don't have the availability to pick it fresh like we do. We also have wild orange, we have wild lemon, and we have about 4 different varieties of citrus that wildly grow in this ranch. And those are the ones we cultivate to get the rind and the vitamin C from the husk and the skin. But anyhow, this is now the other thing about this plant is a lot of people use this for teas, and it's the bark, especially the tender one. It's excellent. We don't use it in any of the regen products because with Regenerate, we're very fussy. If we're doing something custom for somebody, like a smaller customer, and they request the bark, I will collect it. I don't make teas out of it because the big thing is if you're a pregnant lady, there are some benefits. There hasn't been a whole lot of research, but there are a lot of things pointing towards this could actually harm you when you're pregnant. So I don't suggest you use the bark, but we always cultivate these. These are pretty bulletproof and they're pretty delicious. Anyhow, thanks. I'm going to show you something else in a minute.